Welcome, Julie.
Good morning, everyone, and I'm Julia from Department of Accounting. So today I'm going to share my career prospecting interview with you guys. So here is my contents of my following presentation. So first of all, I will give a brief introduction of my dream jobs right now, and I will separate the following content into 3 parts. And the first one is the business consultant, and the third one is auditing intern, and the third is HR manager, and then I will give a conclusion and my reports. So first of all is my dream jobs. The first one is business consultant. Since I'm a person really like to solve problems and really like to communicate with people and help them to solve questions through the analyzing. So I think maybe this job will be quite fit me. And the second one is the auditor or the accountant. And since I'm a student from accounting department, so I think this career is like a typical way to have my future. So I listed as the second one. And as you might know, if you want to be an accountant, first one you have to have a certificate, and also if you join into the for big office, you have to start from the auditor. So I list 2 of them. And the third one is human resources. And because, as I mentioned right before, I think I'm a person who likes to build relationship and also good at communicating with people. So I think HR manager and also human resources will be really suitable for my personality. So let's start from the business consulting. Mia Wang is a business consultant in Deloitte, and before she became a business consultant, she was the auditing department in the Deloitte too. So I think this change is really interesting, so that I decided to interview her for her decisions and the motivations. And here is some insight I gained. So first, she have a brief job introduction of the business consultant, but I think it's really typical and that you can expect is about data analysis things, and then you give some business insight to your customers and help them to solve problems and provide suggestions to improve their company, like internal control or also the outer things. And some features you might be aware of this career is communication and the cooperation is very important, because if you want to be a business consultant in Deloitte, you might know that you will work as a team. So in the department there will be a lot of team, and each team will be responsible for a few projects. So it's really important to cooperate with your coworkers and also with your customers to work together through the problems. And the second one is good analysis skills like SQL, Tableau, and Python to help with your work. And the third one is I should think this job is really challenging but never boring. And I think this point is really astonishing me, because I think that business consultant is quite doing same things, because they have a same process like data analysis and also give business insights is quite similar. But as she said, she is very looking forward to everyday works because it never bores her. And also I asked her, how can we prepare to join a business consultant career? And she said it's possible for students to join school club like business analytic club to learn some framework or to start to get touch with some career things there. And also you should read commercial news often to get touch with the market. And the third one is get to know different culture of industries too, because every industry have different framework to use. So if you can get in touch with them earlier, then it might be good for you. And also because she is the one who switched from auditing department to the business consultant department, so I asked what is the difference between auditing and the business consulting. And she said it's more interesting, and I think that is, I can understand that auditing is quite boring work. Yeah, and She also said that it's more difficult to get promoted because they all work as a team, so they don't have kind of level like auditing department. When you join the auditing department, you will have to start from level 1 and come to level 2, and you will be the IC, and then approve and then you will promote to the accountant like 10 years after. But if you join the business consultant, it will be less possible to get promoted since the demand is less than the auditing department, and also they don't quite have level things. Yes, and she said the third one is work with a team because auditing departments they work individually most of the time. You have to go through the work paper by yourself, but if you join the business consultant team, then you can discuss the question with your team, and also you can cooperate with together. And the next one is the auditing intern, and this is a senior of my department, so she is also in the accounting department in NCCU, and she has been in the KPMG for 2 years as an intern. So I think it's really cherished to interview her for her experience. So as an auditing intern, her job is basically help the others and do the working papers and also check the financial reports of their clients. So it's quite a easy things compared to the accountant's work. And the working environment, because I asked about the working environment because in my imagination, I think the 4 big company will be a high pressure things to join in. But as she said, she thinks it's a kind of warm place to stay in, and every colleagues are very friendly and willing to answer your questions. So this is quite different from what I saw before. And she said it's really busy but very happy. So at first I can not really understand what she meant about this, but she said that the auditing work is really busy, but when you join the workplace, and you will see everybody is really enjoying their work, and they are willing to share the experience with you. So when you are doing it, you feel like you are learning too. So it's really happy to know that. And I asked for her suggestions for the college student right now. And she said it is really important to seize the opportunity to be an intern, because when you are an intern, you don't have to scared to make mistakes. And also it's a really great opportunities to try everything in a very short period. So it's like a trial and error time that you can have as a student. And also she mentioned that you have to be well prepared anytime, because when she was an intern in KPMG, and sometimes she won't have job. Yeah, because she's the intern, so it's possible that she don't have job anytime. And when she have a leisure time in the work, she will start to browse the manual on the KPMG page. Yeah, so when the workers in the auditing team and ask her if she can do this data or if she can use this app, then she can be very confident and say yes, because I had read manual, and every workers in KPMG are very astonishing about this point. And also because of her this kind of attitude, so she jumped to level 2 as soon after she have an internship 1 year, and this is impossible things like before. And I also asked about the abilities of auditing career that they might have. And she said self-learning is really important because it's mostly individual work. So you have to search for the problem by your own, and if it are really necessary, then you can ask your colleagues. And also she mentioned that information and technology skill is important too, because when you browse the financial reports or the working paper, they might be a lot of big data. So you have to use the Python or Excel to help your work, and it will be more efficient. And the third one is problem solving abilities. And the third one is the HR manager, Dong Wang, and she is the human resources manager at Leader Law Office. And I choose her because I'm really interested in human resource, and also I think her industry is really different from I can get in touch with. And HR manager's job introduction, I think, is quite met with my expectation, like recruiting and hiring and manage the wages and benefits like that. And she mentioned some features of her career, like the first one is the personality that you should have to be an HR manager. She mentioned that you have to be warm and friendly because you have to build a relationship of the colleagues, and you have to get in touch with them to know the true condition of them. So I think it's possible. And the second one is you have to be good at communicating because most of the time HR manager will be the bridge between the management and the colleagues. So you have to be good at communicating to convey the decisions or convey the things that the management asks you to do. And also organize and thinking abilities because you have to hold most of the events in the companies. And the first one is familiar with labor law. So I also asked her how can we prepare, and she said that you have to be familiar with the demands of industry so that you can know which kind of demand is necessary for this industry and which one is which people can meet the industry need. And the difficulties she met in the industry is that she sometimes will get stuck between the company decisions and the relationship with colleagues. Like the company wants to quit the colleagues, but that colleague may be one of your good friends. So this will be a very difficult situation that she may make. And here is my conclusion. So after interview 3 of the interviewees, I found that they all have a lot of passion and interest in their own career so that they can do it for very long term. And I think it's quite different from what I saw before because I used to value the benefits or the personality or my major first to decide what I have to do in my future. But after the interviewing, I thought that maybe the passion and interest you have is the key point to support you to go through like 40 years of career. So I think I will start to think about my career again and depend on what I like. And this is my presentation. And here is my records of my interviewees. And thank you for your listening.
Very good. Can we start with any questions, comments, thoughts? Yes.
How is the career path of a business consultant looks like? I noticed that Mia, she worked at audit group at the beginning. So is this normal for people after? Is it normal for graduated students to apply for a business consultant, or they need to work at audit group first and then maybe get promotion to business consultant?
She said that it will be easier when if you start from auditing department and then transfer into business consultant. But it's also possible for people who just graduate to apply for the business consultant position, but it will be harder because there are a lot of competitive people, and also a lot of position will be the transfer it will be the auditing department or other department people transfer into.
Good. Any others? Would you like to maybe share with us how you approach all these interviewees because they come from different fields of industry?
So Mia is one of our lecturers of our course, and that course will invite a lot of Deloitte accountants or auditing department, IC, or business consulting department. So I reached her in that class and asked her if I can interview her for her career path. And the second one, Angel, and she is my senior, so I have known her before. And I know she worked in the KPMG for quite a long time, so I decided to ask her. And the third one, HR manager, is one of my mom's friends because she is worked as a HR for a really long time, and my mom said she had been in a lot of different industry, and now she's in the law industry. So I think it's really interesting to know different kind of industry and the relationship between the HR manager.
So now after the research and the interviews, have you begun to maybe crystallize your career choices, maybe just a bit more?
Before interviewing, I thought maybe I would be an accountant after I graduate and start from auditing. Yeah, but after the interview, I started to think that maybe I could try different things. Yeah, because before interview, I just thought that I don't have enough abilities to apply for the business consultant because they might be student from the IB or a student from BA. They might be more familiar with this kind of field. But I think after interview, I found out that maybe I should follow my interest and also my passion instead of my major.
That's good. So any further questions, comments, thoughts? Okay, if not for now, then thank you very much for sharing.
Thank you.